All right, good afternoon from wherever you are. In wherever you are. I am Rehema Masha, and this is Vito Africa Happy House Edition. We are here with a very special guest, and we are here to know more about Happy House and basically all it entails. So, welcome our dear guests.
Thank you very much. Thank
So,
you. You're welcome. I admire the work that you all do. Let me start that before I go any further. I've heard you on the radio, seen you before. I think you do an amazing job.
you've seen us in the.
Yes, I've seen it, heard it from you what you've been doing,
Have
and
you
I admire what you're doing.
Have you
Very good.
subscribed to our channel?
Yeah,
You have.
yeah. Well, I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
All right, all right. So probably we do just a brief introduction
Okay.
of you. Please tell the viewers who you are, your name, and briefly what you do.
Okay. To the children, I'm Papa Dave.
Okay.
My name is David Award. I originate from England. Many years ago. I came here 1963, first time I came,
Wow.
1 month before independence. I was
Okay.
a soldier in the Yemen. I come here for a holiday,
Okay.
saw Mombasa and the East Coast. I thought I'm going to come back here.
Okay. So it was more of
This
fun.
is beautiful. So ever since that day, I've been coming back as much as I could possibly do.
Okay. All right. So you being to Africa, why exactly in Watamu?
Well, we landed in Watamu first because we just came on holiday at the first time, and then, of course, after a couple of days, I always like to go out and explore. I don't just sit in the hotel all the time. I want to find out about the people, the background. So we walked around and we found this little school which was nearly falling down,
Okay.
and it was so sad when we moved. That was, I'll say, just a few days after the millennium when we came to this area, and the children were counting with stones, and it's the year 2000. They were drawing with the letters with a
Mathematics.
stick in the sand.
Okay.
My wife said, "This can't be right. The year 2000. We've got to do something to help." And this is what we finished up with, the Happy House.
Okay. So you are the founder of Happy House.
Yes, me and my wife, yes.
Okay. And Happy House a school? Is it an orphanage? What is it exactly?
Well, we started off with we built a school in the village first.
What
And
village?
that was the SDA school
Okay.
in the village. And then we progressed.
In
from
Watamu
there.
still?
Yeah, it is in the village, yeah, Watamu village, yeah.
Okay.
And it went so well. A lot of the children we got sponsored from there. And then we moved from here, and my wife said, "There's a lot of children here need to be looked after. There's a lot of orphans, a lot of, terrible stories what you heard about this. We need to build a children's home to keep these children safe." And she says, and then when we've done that, we can build a school to give them an education. Her big thing was education.
Okay.
She wanted to teach, if you like, I don't know, like as many young children as she could
Okay.
to give an education, because she always said education is the road out of poverty.
Okay. Yeah, true.
And we brought 6,000 books in the library, so she always said the books are the vehicles to take them out of that, to give them education. So it progressed from there. Yeah.
All right, what a bright idea from you people. And if I may ask, how do you tap your funds? Your income generating activities into the program?
That's been the hardest thing of what we can do, because we haven't got any big company in England or anywhere. We've got sponsors all around the world, Germany, Australia, a few in America, but mainly it's England.
Are they friends? Or
Well,
there
they-
are people you go to
No,
and ask
no,
for help?
no. We hijack them. We hijack them to come and help these children.
Okay.
So when we used to go to the UK, me and Mama used to go out and speak to different groups, Rotary clubs,
Okay.
people like this. Oh, my wife could talk.
Okay.
She could make them believe. So this is what I've got a sponsorship for. And we just asked people for 20 English pounds per month. I used to say to them, look, that is only one beer a week. So surely you can do that to help an African child here to get out of poverty, to give it education and give it a chance in life. And that's how people believed in us. And most, I would say, 90% of the people we started with in the year 2000 are still with us. They believe in us.
Okay.
So we have lost a few this last 2 years with the pandemic and one thing and another. And people think it's hard here. In England, it's a lot harder. Prices and everything have gone up a lot higher. People's lost their jobs and that. So people who can't afford that £20, which is not a lot of money, but they've had to give us up because it's like a small luxury, basically. But like I say, a lot of people, like I say, more than, I would say at least 90% of the people are still with us 23 years later.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's an achievement indeed.
Yeah, but we do give very good feedback.
Okay.
We tell them all the blog is on every day. childrenofwhatimo.net. And we have a blog on every single day. So people in the UK can see what we're doing and where we're up to. Like we've got 2 big projects going now.
Okay.
Children when they're 18, by law, I've got to leave the home. They're too old, you see, they're classed as an adult. So where can you wouldn't turn your children out at 18, would you? You know, you can't just turn them out and let them go. These children, most of them at that age, are still in education.
Yeah, true.
So if they go to university, where are they going to come when they come home? If they've got no, because the biggest part of the children here have got nobody outside. A lot of them are orphans or foundlings or whatever. So we're doing a project now. Oh, it's hard though doing the project. We're doing what they call a halfway house. So when they've got to leave here at 18, if we can build some accommodation for them, which we've just managed to get the land, and we're just about completing the first 2 homes for the 3 people who've got to leave this year. So, yeah, we call it halfway house. Then, if they still finish the education, because we don't know how far they're going to go with this education. They might go to university, they might finish after Form 4. We don't know. But whenever they do, there's a home that's still here for them, because the government don't allow 18-year-olds classed as an adult to live with children. So we've got to find something for them. So we're building this halfway house, and hopefully it should be open actually. Maybe 3 to 4 weeks, we should have the first people moving in. So it's very exciting.
Before we get there, how do you get these children into the program? Like, how do you get them from, how do you tap them from the community?
Well, mostly you've got to go through the children's office, and sometimes the police come and say, we've got a child who needs protection or what have you. And then they bring them here for maybe a few weeks until things have been processed. But everything goes through the government legislation of the children's office. So, and then we have to sign for them that we like
the documents and all.
Yeah. So we're like in charge. Well, if you like, in charge of what they do, and they're looking after them, protecting them, educating them, and everything. So. It's a very hard job, but it's a very rewarding job. It's a lovely, lovely job. You know, when you see a child leave and he gets a good job, you think, yes, I've done my job good.
All right. And then when a child joins the program, what are some of the things he or she is assured of?
Well,
just to mention.
Well, she's assured of, first and foremost, safety, a good, clean bed to live in, 3 meals a day, free education.
Free?
Yeah. We tried to get sponsors for them, but maybe we've got 3/4 of the children sponsored. But then what haven't, we keep trying to get them. I don't know if you noticed while you were doing the program earlier, we had a new arrival just 2 hours ago. A young boy's come here for but basically for protection,
Yeah.
as much as anything, until the system gets sorted out and we can sign for him legally. So yeah, so they come in all the time, but it comes through the children's office. Like I say, sometimes the police know how good this home is, so they also use us as well. Yeah.
All right. And then, how has the community embraced this whole program as Happy House? I mean, in general, how has it embraced it? Has it liked it? What has been the feedback from the community?
It's very hard.
As
It's
Watamu
very,
or as
it's
Coast?
very hard because I want to tell you the gospel truth, but I really can't actually.
Why?
I mean, well, I've had people and friends, and I've been up country,
Mhm.
and they said, you know, if this home was up country,
Mhm.
you will get so much help from the local community, or what have you.
Mhm.
I know people here who've had children in this home
Mhm.
8, 9 years, and when the maize is done and they've had a good crop, do they think about us and bring us a sack of maize?
Mm-mm.
They don't. No, round here is not. You don't get a lot of help from the local community.
Mhm.
I wish I did. I wish I got more. I know. I mean, a lot of people
Mhm.
like us and they know what we're doing,
Mhm.
and you know, I'm always treated with kindness. And when I'm in the village or everybody, oh, Papa Dave, how's everything going? And yeah, but that's as far as it goes. Help-wise, you get very little.
Okay.
Yeah, you could get more because it's their children,
All right.
not mine.
So since it has been a program that has run for a couple of years or a couple of decades right now, can
23
we...
years.
23 years.
Yeah, it's a couple of years. Yeah,
Like
23.
23 years.
Yes.
All right. So we have seen there must be beneficiaries from the program, right? Have they also come back to give back to this?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. It's never happened yet.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, what I have had, I've had a young gentleman who was with us when he was a young boy, and the first time we put computers into the school, he took to it like duck to water. He was fantastic. And now he's an officer in the Kenyan Navy. He came up to me and said, Papa Dave, how are you? I said, I'm fine. Who are you? What's your name? I know the face, but I can't
You
remember
can't
your name. I'm
remember
terrible
who it
with
is.
names.
Yeah, I get it.
And he come and he says, that is me, look there. And he says, that I owe all this to you and Mama. You giving me a chance. He was down in the village, in Watamu village. And he said, we're giving me that education. And he says, I ran with that. I finished in university. And he said, I worked my socks off. And look at me now. And his sister passed with honours at the, not the agricultural college. What was the college? The civil engineering college. She passed with honours.
Okay.
So that's, you know, that's what I wanted. Or Mama always wanted that.
You
I
just
lost
wanted-
Mama 2 years ago.
Okay.
But all she wanted was for a young man to come up to her and say, Mama, I was one of your children.
Yeah.
And now I am
I am.
I'm a
This
minister,
great-
or I'm an MP,
Yeah.
I am a doctor.
I get it.
Oh,
She
that
must
would have
been
made her so happy.
a very amazing
Yeah.
person
Yes. Oh, she
With-
was amazing, my wife.
with
Oh.
an amazing personality.
Fantastic. Everybody who met her loved her. Everybody, really, really. Yeah, she was a very clever lady, though. She was.
All right.
Yeah.
So before I
She
cut
trained
you,
me very well.
all right. So I cut you short some minutes ago. You were explaining about the life after someone has attained the age of 18.
Uh-huh.
So what happens to that person?
Well, like I said, if they've got some kind of family, they can go back. But a lot of our children have got nobody. So we've got to try and find some accommodation for them. But you know how hard it is out here. If you've got no income and you're still at school, how are you going to survive? So this is why we're building this halfway house for, to try and help our kids until they get into the workforce,
Okay.
or until they've got a nice, and they can fend for themselves. But I know it's going to be hard, but we are, if there's anybody out there listening to us, we are looking for sponsors for those children,
Okay.
because we've got some sponsors for the children when they're rather young, but in this situation, it's going to be a different kettle of fish. It's going to be hard for us to make ends meet. I mean, they also, I mean, electricity, water, and everything else on top of, just the food bill alone. So it's going to be hard, and it's going to be difficult. But we'll do it. The Happy House will do it, I'll tell you.
I love the determination.
Oh, the team I've got here, I can't miss.
It's the power. You can do it.
Mainly, I'll tell you something now, mainly, and I mean this sincerely, it is mainly girl power.
Okay.
Because the women I've got round me here look after me like I'm their father as well.
Okay.
Not just the children, but they look after me brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got my Mama Sue passed. She built a good team here.
Okay.
She built a good team. She trained a lot of them her way and what she wanted, and they've taken it on board. Yeah.
So we can say
I've got a fantastic team here.
Okay, of course, great leadership, of course. It does a lot.
Yeah.
And as we wind up, I'd like to know what's the connection between Happy House as a home and Happy House the school?
Well, now the government said we've got to run it independently. Before, the Happy House used to support the school because we were a little bit better off than what the school, so it's difficult. We've got to run school as a business now.
Okay.
So we're going to have to be taxed on it. Everything's being taxed now, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Everything, If you've got your own house, they're going to tax you. How can they do that? It's your house, your land, and they're going to tax you on it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's happening to this country. I don't honestly, but we can't get mixed. Me and you can't get mixed up in politics. No, sorry about that. If any of these politicians are listening, but no, the school has got to be self-sufficient. I need, to be honest with you, I need about 50 more students to break even with the school, because the children from outside children help to support us as well.
Okay.
So some of our children here, if they haven't got fully sponsorship, we might fall a little bit short. So we have to work it together, really. But we need about 50 more students. But we've just done a concert, an open concert in Malindi.
Okay.
For like what you do, the singing, dancing, and what have you.
The talent.
250 schools doing all this program, dancing, singing, and what and things like that. We finished number 1.
Wow.
Out of 250 schools, we finished number 1. So now we're heading to Mombasa for the zone. The zone, yeah. Is it zone? Yeah. So
it must be a happy house.
It's a happy house. You saw it today. The happy house atmosphere. The children are happy.
Yeah.
That's why we call it the happy house. They are happy, and if they're happy, kids are happy, they will achieve.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's our aim.
All right.
Our first main aim for education. Give the children as best they can. Okay. And like I said, we've been voted like the best school in the district.
Okay.
But we're also like up there, number 3 or 4. Every time the top exams are out, we're up there at top of the tree. So we are giving them a good education as well as a good standard of living for the orphan children. Okay. So yeah, it's good. It warms your heart. And I'll tell you what, sometimes, I'm 80 years old now. Sometimes when I walk across this
compound, you look younger,
at night,
though.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to tell you you're not beautiful, but all these young men might get jealous. But when I walk across this compound at night to get in the car, I think, what am I doing? I should be sat at the side of a river with a fishing rod, doing a bit of fishing at my age. And then a little line comes down and gets hold of my hand. And I look down, there's a little black shiny face looking up at me. And I think, now I know why I'm doing it.
Oh my God.
Now I know why I'm doing this job. Yeah, I couldn't give it up.
It's
no way I could give this job up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so rewarding. It's lovely to see happiness.
All right.
Yeah, and if you can give that happiness to somebody, it's magic, isn't it?
Yes.
It is magic.
It's gonna make you happier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But anybody listening who can help us, we definitely need a lot of help from out there. Seriously.
All right, so our dear viewer, we have seen clearly that wherever there is a will, there must be a way. It definitely comes. And we have seen it once started as an idea, as a good heart or rather something that someone really wished that there would be something like Happy House, and it was an idea, it was evolved, and then right now, here we are, Happy House as a home, as a school, and we've seen its success, where we've come, or rather wherever it is right now. It has really progressed, and we must say that it's a successful program, and we really appreciate you. So just a brief message to the viewers, they are well-wishers. There are different people watching both nationally and internationally. Just a brief message to them.
Well, thank you for watching. Thank you, first of all. I thank all these people for doing this program, what they are doing.
Okay.
Please spread the word about them. They're doing a fantastic job. I'll just say thank you for sharing our time with us. God be with you. Good health and happiness.
All right.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for viewing. We love you so much as Vito Africa.